My friends would have to tell me like, I can't be friends with you anymore because I know what your mum is. That's like their exact words, I know what your mum is.
In my culture, growing up, we just know that it's wrong to be with a same-sex partner, which is why I got married at 19, I had Renee when I was 21, trying to live this regular heteronormative life. It just didn't feel right.
Given the circumstances of like living in the Caribbean, I needed to essentially protect myself so that I can then go to another environment that I can then flourish.
I have found belonging in the LGBT community. Where I've been abandoned by my blood relatives, I've provided a happy and loving household for my daughter, and we are a family.
For me, that's more like a journey of self-acceptance, becoming who I fully am by loving myself.
I met Ryan on a dating site. We really hit it off for a few months and then decided to meet up with each other. We really clicked with each other.
I think that's where most gay relationships are though, really.
Yeah, common interest instantly.
I did not care about the common interest, you were hot. And I was like, messaging that.
So I know Ryan and Raven from when I was actually running the LGBT+ society over at my university. Just sort of blossomed from there.
And we've been with each other for the last 8 years. It's lovely actually, been, navigating life with Andrina and Renee. I can be myself within our unit.
Ren, how was it for you going to school with two mums?
It was hard initially. After finding out that I had two mums, I was treated a lot differently. I didn't tell any of my friends about my mum being gay, but they ended up finding out through their own parents. My friends would have to tell me like, I can't be friends with you anymore because I know what your mum is. That's like their exact words, I know what your mum is. But the world started to change and become more like accepting. It was easier because there were people that I was around that could relate to me and relate to my family.
We grew up in two different towns, but literally a generation apart, I guess, like 8 years. Considering our age difference, we have a lot of similarities and a lot of differences with how we were brought up and society around us. Because I would let everything get to me and kind of secretly put myself into the closet a little bit more. You were brought up and raised in a completely different country, let alone society and community to us. How was that for you, especially regarding acceptance? Because it would be different, surely.
Terrifying. Like you literally feared for your life. For me to come out while I was still home, like in 2012, was such a turning point for me. And then that's when I found my people. They really supported me. It was just so liberating and freeing. And that's when I could, actually move on to university and be who I am now.
I feel like when I was younger, I was defined by my household and the people that I lived with. Actually, we are just a regular family and I am a regular person and I deserve to be treated the same as everyone else, regardless of my parents and my household.
For me, in the past couple of decades, I've been able to see progression. And if that trajectory does stay, I'm very positive in thinking that everything's going to be at that point where what we're fighting for now will be normal and won't even be discussed.
It's looking hopeful for the next generation. Acceptance from heterosexuals and what society deems as normal.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree. And the more we celebrate it, the more.
Oh yeah, completely.
What I would like people to see is that families like us are just like any other family.
We're regular people. We're all special, but there's nothing special about us. And for people to see that, I think that just kind of normalizes just being who we are.
I said I was going to do a subtle lie. Should have known.
I never believe you whenever you say anything to do with the word subtle.
Oh God, you are not subtle.
matter what you put your mind to, even if you doubt yourself, you put everything into it and you're passionate and you care.
I admire Raven because they are genuinely the best person that I know. Even when they're going through a lot and finding themselves with their gender identity right now over the last couple of years, they've always been there for other people and always been there to hear other people's issues, even when they're struggling a lot with their own.
I admire your resilience and I love that about you, and I'm really proud of you. And I'm getting emotional saying that.
Aww.
You're like my auntie, my uncle, my grandma, everyone that I don't have, you are.
You're gonna make me cry now.
Thank you.